All right. Let's see. Let's see who will join us today. Um, Hope everybody's good. Right. Let's see who wants to join us today. It's live. Good morning, sir. How are you today? Did you sleep well? See. Righto. Just give me a minute. Okay, that is on. It's good. Right. Bam. Can't get rid of you that easy. Well, at least I'm happy I'm not the guys from yesterday. I think they're a bit hungover today, don't you think? Oh, your finger. You never sent me the pictures, so I don't know how bad it is. I just need to turn off the dehumidifier because it's actually a little bit annoying. Hello, Magnum. Welcome. How are you today? Right. So today I got a lot of bits and bobs and jobs that I've been putting off. So I need to get them done. So let's see. You're fighting with a lug splitter and hanging on by 2mm. Nail bit removed and she turned anesthetic pump into me. Well, at least you got something for your tax money, right? What do you want to do now? Well, the thing is, I'm going to turn this righto. So I need to do this. It's supposed to be like a really nice and small job, but the problem with this, you're a little tired today? Yeah, I can imagine. But the problem is here, this is not straight, and you see, it's not straight, it's bobbing up and down, right? And that is not something I like to do, really. I mean, I could try to cut it off a little bit closer to where I need it, and that might help. Let's see if I take that off here and so just give me a minute, just chipping wood. So I'm going to take a little bit of that off just really quick. Let's see. Just chopped wood. How much wood can a woodchucker chuck? Wood chopper chop. Ooga booga. Hey, what's up? I hope that helped a little bit with this so it's better. Maybe I should try and do this without the cone. Even though that teak wood, when it becomes a log, it's quite tiring to cut. Well, I can imagine that. I'm glad I'm not gonna have to the teak. I'm glad I'm not the guy who has to turn it and cut it with a saw and all that, because of so full of sand and stuff, right? So it's not good. ISO, this is oak. ISO over on TikTok, ask what kind of timber this is. Maybe not the best idea. I just need a fine point. What the problem is, it's not oversized, so it's not a lot of extra material. So let me just try that. Well, at least I got a good turnout, right? So let's see if I can do that. Let's see. Yeah, it's well, it is what it is, right? Where we add on series we talked about last week. What series? No, it's not wavy. It's just crooked. Right, it's really crooked. So that's an issue. I mean, if it was straight, it wouldn't be an issue. Oh, that one. Yeah, I haven't started that yet. Basically, I'm still looking for an editor, someone to help me edit. That's where I'm at with that. I mean, I could just make this round and the same all the way, but that would make it and foam resin. I never heard about that. What's foam resin? Is that something that, bubbles up? Because if that's the case, I would recommend not doing that. It's going to be awful to turn that and work with it. Right now it spins about 450 RPM, so it's not a lot. So that's it. Yeah, the problem is I need to make a groove, right? And I cannot make a groove until it's straight. So I need to straight this. Hello, Nikolai, welcome in. 300,000 pence. Dude, that's a lot. That's a lot of pens. If that's true, I would recommend you think about that job again. I know I said that pins is a good way to make money, but that's a lot of work, especially for a beginner. So the foam is kind of foam you get in toolbox inserts, and the company Yuga that provided it, but they have a lot of cuts up and want the merchandise cut off foam, cut off, so foam casted. You're gonna have big problems casting that stuff. Because getting the resin into that foam without bubbling and getting a good cast is nearly impossible. So that's going to be really difficult. I'm sorry, because the resin needs to get inside of the foam, and the foam is made out of small tiny bubbles. And to get the resin into that is almost impossible. And you need to make it into solid. It's a dense foam. Well, you're going to have issues with that. In my opinion, that's nearly impossible. So, but yeah, make a few test runs. Make sure they pay you for the time, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to go well. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but something like that is almost impossible to work with resin. Thank you for the follow, ISO. I appreciate that. Today we're just going to make, these are some sticks I was commissioned to make. Let's see, they need to be rounded. Chop it up and then cast it. Well, the problem is you're not going to have resin to penetrate into the material. That's going to be really difficult. I wish it weren't so. Hello, Axel. Welcome in. Lunch break? Hey, yo. No, you didn't miss the lunch. Nobody brought me food yet. It's going to be a little while, probably an hour, maybe 2. If they do bring me food. You like the smell of the wood? These shrubs, yeah, well, they do smell kind of nice. So, I'm just going to go and try to take away as much of this material as I can without it. Well, I tried with the cork, right, natural cork. And it didn't penetrate into that. Also, foam is kind of plastic, and we use plastic as a barrier for the resin when we cast it, right? Oh, I made a mistake. I didn't sand it. Let's see if I still am able to. Should have sanded that. 11. 7 wobbly cash is a good number. Seven is a good number. Do people buy those? Well, yeah. They are interested in them, and they do. Well, it was family and friends mostly, but yeah, they do. People think they're really nice. And as soon as I'm getting the making sure that it's watertight and all that, so they can use it for a diffuser. Use it for a diffuser. I think it's gonna sell. the plastic aspect barrier, etc. The only other thing I thought was a lot of drill holes before I put the rest into it. Well, if you're going to make that many, it's going to be a lot of work. With all them holes drilled. But so just make sure they pay you proper for it. Yeah, I would say I would need to make some tests and see if it works, and they pay me for the tests and the time I spent. But I don't think it would work at the end, to be honest. But yeah, if it works, right? That's all that matters, really. The reason why I keep looking to the side is because that's where the chat is. And I need to rearrange the workshop, and I got an idea. That would, I think, would be good, but I'm not sure yet. Holy shit! Wobbly. That was amazing, dude. Thank you, sir. Or miss. I don't know what you are. That was... wow. Thank you, dude. That's, wow. That's as much as I make on YouTube in 4 months, or 4 to 6 months. So, thank you so much. This is really impressive. I appreciate you so much. I don't know what to say. Is there anything I can do for you, Wobbly? Is there anything I can do in return? Thank you. Thank you.
I will keep entertaining. As long as people want to watch, I will entertain. So yeah. I mean, that's all for a great start. Hello, Barney! How you doing, Barney? It's been a while. Workshop update. That's for you, Barney. Right. Whoa, I think something was wrong with my mic. Yep, there it is. Should be better now. So just need to do this. And that end is a little bit burned in there. I'm just going to sand that when I'm done with this. That's fine. I've been updating my workshop, so I haven't been around. I have a new 6-meter workbench, and it feels like it was never going to be the end being put together. I can imagine that. I can imagine. But it's all done now, so we feel happy and it's good. Love the accent. Thank you, Tamara. Fletcher? Is that Fletcher? Fletcher, yep. Bundy Road, good morning. I appreciate that. A compliment is always nice. Even though I cover my face with this beautiful, beautiful mask. Barney. So let me just see. Let's cut it around there. I'm just going to cut this really quick and it's done. My youngest been cleaning his room today. And all the toys that he doesn't need, he's 8 by the way, all the toys that he doesn't need, he's been sorting them and put them into a bag so we can give them to Goodwill or whatever, or just cause really. So just going to donate them to the to this company that, you know, gets all the stuff in and resell it to make money for charity. So that's what we're going to do with that. This is running so much better. That's good. You've got another 7-axis CNC. Ooh. Good morning, Chris. Make stuff. We're just making some handrails actually. So these are just handrails. They're 70 centimeter long. I don't know what's they're for. Seven-axle CNC. That's impressive. I'll see you in a bit, Michael. Except they're handrails and they are made to the client's wishes. So let's see. I think that should be. Now I only need to make 2, so this is a quick little job, and this is the main reason why I put it to the side, because it was kind of a one-off thing. It's not a lot of money in one-off things. But when I do stuff like this, I always charge a minimum of 1 hour. Because that's how long it's going to take to just make a few. So that's that. We almost got the entire gang here now. Andy, you were there last night when Big Max was having his birthday party, or were you just downstream? Wow, Red John, thank you. That's that's impressive. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much. It's £20 pound. It's well impressive. Thank you. I don't know what to do. I know in this half an hour I've been streaming, I made more money on YouTube than I did in the past year, almost. That's pretty impressive. Thank you so much. Just going to route these. And before I go too far, I need to start sanding, because I forgot that last time, remember? So just some 120, just to take off the bulk of the material. and I feel with my hand like that just to see if it's getting in the right, if it's smooth and all that. I'm just switching to the 180. So just like that, feels good. Now we're just going to go for the 240 and just going to sand like that. I really appreciate that donation there, Red John. It's nice of you. And what I do now, well, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see how shiny it is right here and not here. It's the back side of the sandpaper. I just use it to burnish the surface. Like that. Leaves it nice and shiny. Just going to take it down a little bit on the speed thing. Right. I always see if you have a sawdust catcher there too, but I hooked it up to a vacuum. I have a dust collector, that's true. It's in the corner of the workshop. I can show you. I just need to get this done. So let's see, where is that? I think that should be number 8. I don't know if, yeah. It's over there. And zoom out a little bit. And that boom is in the way. But over there is my dust collector in the corner, the black one. And that does most of the job. I just need a saw, and I want a fine tooth saw for this. So I'm just going to take a metal saw really quick and just trying to cut that off. Yes, good. Now I need to sand the ends here. So let me just get something to sand with. Let's see if I can hit that. I did. I have a bin in the corner of the workshop with all the cut-offs. See if I can get that to stick in there. I'm not sure. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to put in a drill chuck. Let's see. Yeah, that will work. go. Get a bit more speed on that. I'm just going to sand the end. But yeah, the dust extraction is kind of important in my opinion. It would just help you keep the workshop a bit cleaner, and the air in the workshop is going to be a lot better. But what's more important is actually my helmet, my mask here, because that will protect my lungs and my face if something to fall off the lathe, which happens once in a while, and it happens to everybody really. Doesn't matter how a good turner you are, things will come off, either splinters or entire piece, or because timbers and that sort of material, it will sometimes just break, and there's nothing you can do to prevent that really. So this is something we're just going to have to live with. This is getting that sandpaper is getting the head is getting bad. The Velcro on it is falling apart, so I'm gonna have to replace all my heads at some point, kind of soon actually. I can take you in a bit closer because probably going to need a bit coarser sandpaper. So just try this one. I think this is it's a bit more rough. To move a little bit of material a little bit faster, because now these discs here are Abernet, and they are really good, but they're freaking expensive. But you know, they just last a long time, and in my opinion, well worth it. Well, this is hello, Richard Samuel. Hello. My normal chat window doesn't see the waves and the hellos, so I apologize for that. But whenever I look up at my my phone, I can see it. A vacuum is good for small machinery. It's not really good for a lathe because it has a small airflow. Got high pressure though, but small airflow. And what you want is a big airflow with a lower pressure, because the dust that you generate is going to be a lot and in like volumes, and unless you just hit straight into that. Unless you head straight into it, you're gonna have issues with it collecting enough dust to be useful, really. So a dust extractor would be better for that. Just going to clean up the marks from the 80 grit disc that I just used. I think that should do it. Right. Now that's job done for this, and it can go off to the customer. I just need to put that to the side so it doesn't get damaged. There. Okay, so the next job is going to be, let me just do this really quick. I have some table legs I need to make around, I think. Well, I don't think that, I know that. I just need to find the drawings. I believe I have that on Messenger on my phone here. Go. Uh, 55 millimeters in diameter. So these are the legs, right? Good day to you. Hello, Jeffrey. Like, subscribe in Canada. Thank you, Jeffrey. You like my tool rest? Yep, it's homemade, and it does what it's supposed to. So, and I use it quite often, really. So whenever I do staircase spindles or table legs or whatever, I use it. So I get quite a bit of use. And it's cheap, which is also important. So let me just find a drive center. That one. Right. A little tip for all you new you beginner wood turners out there: make sure, and this is really important, to clean the inside of your axles before putting in a tool, because a little bit of dust in there will gum up and make this not stick properly. It can also make the drive center spin in there and destroy your axle. So it's really well worth it to just take a little bit of time and clean the inside of the axle. Clean the hole, right? Blow in it, spit in it, whatever you need to. Right? Don't spit in it, sorry. It's not the hot tour thing. Righto, so let's see. What happened to the hawk tour girl? Did she finally get arrested, or did she just disappear? Because I don't know. Let me just find a blade. I keep a stack of blade close by. Or the Haley Walsh, or whatever her name was. into the sunset. It just disappeared into the sunset with all the money, right? Alright. Have you heard about the Danish art guy who made an art piece for a museum? And it was supposed to be made out of money. So they gave him, I don't know, 500,000 Danish kroners, like 100,000, $80,000 in bills. And that was supposed to be made into this artwork. And when he unveiled it, it was just an empty picture frame. And he called the artwork "Take the Money and Run." And it was hilarious, in my opinion. And they sued him, of course, because they want the money, because they think he cheated them. But they asked him to make an art piece with money, and the art piece was just so great, really. He just took the money and he ran. It's so awesome. But yeah, I think he did the right thing. It was funny though. That was genius. Yes, it was absolutely hilarious. So they got exactly what they paid for. I think he won the lawsuit, so he didn't have to pay the money back. It's all in all just a really, really good story. He just heard everyone said, yes, indeed he did. It was, it was epic. Actually, you can just try, if you are available, just Google it. Take the money and run art, Danish art. And you can see the frame stuff is a rather big frame though, and it's actually in the exhibit still. And the museum is pissed. That is just great, really. So it's really good. Alright, so let's see. You going to check that out for sure? Yeah. I mean, it's just well worth it, really. It's just great. I thought it was a great piece. I think that artist is a genius, and it's so cool. It's like the banana, right, at Sotheby's. Have you heard about that one? Someone duct taped a banana to a wall, and that piece sold for like an extremely high amount of money. And it was just, all in all, fun. And if I'm not mistaken, the guy who bought it, he just took the banana off the wall and ate it. So that was also funny. You gotta walk my dog. Have a great day. Thank you. That was another epic thing. I'll probably talk to you later if you come on again. I'm gonna be here for a little bit because I'm gonna have to make some grinders as well. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. So I just need to 65, I think. 65, 55 there. Just take care and spend some time with your dog, yeah? I lost my dog in January or February, and it still hurts. I miss the boy. They'll be gone before you know it, and it hurts. Well, it did for me anyway. He was a good dog. But he had a bad knee, so I had to put him down. Well, he had 2 bad knees, to be honest, and they were kind of bad. Really bad, actually. So it was really not good for him. He didn't have a good life at the end, so it was time. Wow. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Gonna have to try and make those here as big as I can. Alright, so I just need to make them even. And I do that by eyeing the side of the piece towards the bed of the lathe. And that's how I can see if there's any uneven bits. And also move my hand over it like that, and can feel it. So I'm just going to go over it with 120. Trying to make it nice and straight. I know this is not the most thrilling bits to do, but it's a job that needs to be done. Slim Jim, what making this time? I am trying to make a table lake. I need to make a few of those. How are you, Slim Jim? Yeah, it's been quite a long time actually, right? If I'm not mistaken, you are from when I just started out, really. So 4 months ago, when I just started out streaming, isn't something like that? When I just had one camera and everything was on the phone, isn't that right? Yeah. Things have changed a little bit. I invested some money into this. So now I have one PT set camera. It's just a pan tilt zoom. It's that camera. And I took out my old GoPros from the from storage. This has been laying in the drawer for a couple of years now. And one is there. And the other one is set up for an overview here. And I found a old PC on Facebook Marketplace actually. That's a nice PC, to be honest. Got an i5 processor. I think it's 1200 something. Yeah. And it 2070 graphics card. So not bad for what was it? About $400 for everything. So I think that's not too bad, really. Yeah, it looks good with two angles. I agree. I agree. Where did I put that blade? See, that's the problem with me. Oh, there it is. Put it where I can find it again. Just need to clean this off. So nice day off work, yeah. Do you have tomorrow off work as well? We do here in Denmark because of I don't know what you call it. It's a Christian holiday. I'm not complaining. A day off is a day off, right? Right. Let's rough this out. Also, soon I'm gonna need a drink. Hello, Clement. How are you? Welcome in. That's a wild tool rest. Yes. It's a homemade tool rest, and it's really useful for these long parts. You didn't miss much, Michael. Oh, you did miss I don't know. Did you miss something? We've just been talking a little bit forth and back. We talked about the Danish artist that made the artwork Take the Money and Run. Have you heard about that one? Also talked about the guy who duct taped the banana to the wall at Sotheby's, and they sold for a ridiculous amount. So that's what we talked about a little bit. No, I lost you. Alright. Well, long story short, a museum in Denmark commissioned a Danish artist to make a bit of art with money, with bills, and they gave him quite a lot of bills, and he just took that money and delivered an empty canvas, called the artwork Take the Money and Run, which was hilarious. It was not a joke, no. There was the whole thing. It was funny AF. So we talked a little bit about that. Also, have you heard about an artist who said that his painting was not for commercial use, and it was never to be sold? And somewhere along the line someone sold that painting at auction, and as soon as it was finalized the hammer went down. The painting had a built-in shredder mechanism, so it started shredding the piece. So the piece destroyed itself because it was sold. Yeah, Clement, actually, that's also true. This is courage, yes. I just need a pair of calipers, right? Because I want to make sure that the .94 and 52.9. Right. So this is just about the same. So these are just about the same. Price has gone more than 5x on that Banksy piece overnight. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so Banksy piece. Yeah. It's hilarious. And it was great. I'm not normally into art, but when someone does something that is funny, I think it's cool. I'm not an art person in any way. I don't know anything about art. I don't know how to make art. Sometimes I make something on the lathe that is nice and pleasing, and it's pure luck. But I enjoy it anyway, so that's all that matters. The man has vision, yeah. Well, serendipity is the mother of art anyway. What is serendipity? I heard the word, but I don't know what it means. Is that Lady Luck or something? Oh. She is the mother of art. More or less. Okay. It's having wonderful results out of nowhere. Okay. Yep. Now we need to have a drink because I'm really thirsty. Now, the waste from this, I could just put that into my dust collector like that. But the thing is, I burn it, so I try to keep the plastic out of it. Just to save a little bit on the old.
Character played by Salma Hayek in the Dogma movie. Oh. Alright. Cheers, peeps. I like my Pepsis. And now we just put a lid on it. Cheers, thanks man. Also I need a bit of a vape. I didn't vape enough before I started. And it's coming back to me. There's a good thing about vape. There's nothing good about it, but the good thing is no fire involved, so you can actually smoke in a place that you're not supposed to because of the fire hazard. And it smells better. Go, put that to the side, and we're back at it. Right. Oh. Just gonna find the center. Yoink! Ever thought about turning a tank receptacle for your e-cig? I looked at it at one point, but nah. I mean, but yeah, I didn't want to. I know they sell blanks for that purpose. Well, what some people do is they make the nib of it like the little mouthpiece. But yeah, other than that, I'm not gonna work in something like that. But yeah, I've been talking to a guy at one point who CNC'd the mott, and he made mutts from the scratch, and just CNC'd everything, and but they were kind of expensive, and I thought they were cool, but yeah, I never got around to ordering, so I didn't.
A little good tip for doing this. Try to move your body instead of just going like this. Because if you go like that and you need to make precision work or it even all the time, the chances are you will twist the tool at one point. But if you go and hold it to your body and just steps along, you got a much more steady cut and make it a lot more even. I would recommend not moving your feet, because every time you move your feet you will make a uneven surface. But going slow and think about your movement and it should be better, a lot better. It's the same here. Now I can move my body all the way across the cuts that I want to make, which means the cut's going to be a lot more even. Now that's especially true on long pieces, but also when you turn a bowl. Try not to move your hands like that all the time. If you can, keep it at your body and use that as a support. It will you will get a lot better result doing stuff like that. Right. Getting close to having this even. I just need to test with the calipers, see where I am. Yeah, I need to go a bit further in like that. So I got another, like, just about 1.5 millimeters. So down here it's perfect, so that's cool. So I need to take a little bit more off here. What about at the center? And here is too thick, like a lot. So just gonna try that. Homa over on TikTok, I thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. It seems so easy until you remember it's drawing a straight line without a ruler. Yeah, that's that's kind of what it is. And let's see how close I am here. So it's 92.8, 52.8, sorry, and here's 53.4 almost, and here is 54. So still a little bit more to go from here and up. And I think I'm just gonna go like this. Um, So that's 0.6 of a millimeter off, 0.2 of a millimeter off. So I think that's good. Just going to sand a little bit more up here, and that should be it. Right out. Well, a pleasure seeing you work anyways. I am often going to make myself a coffee. It's gone. Thank you. You have a nice day as well, Clement. Thank you for spending some time with me. I need a bigger piece of sandpaper. This is getting a bit ridiculous. Do 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 do. Just gonna go and send. Do do do. And there we go. I think this turned out pretty well. Now, I don't have that many of these to make. No, they're not here yet, Axel. I think it's due to the holiday and all that, so. But I'm looking forward to seeing them. And I'm looking forward to sending them to the client because asked for them. I think I blew past the deadline, which is my fault, of course, but that's fine. That is fine. I've just been kind of busy and lazy at the same time, and that's not a good thing. Hence why I'm doing this right now when I should be doing other stuff. But you know, sometimes you just gotta have to unplug a little bit for a while and deal with consequences a bit later. That's cool. Are you happy with the deal we made, Axel, for the pins? For the work you did? You're making a zombie bat. Oh, Kevin. No, it's table legs actually. But yeah. A zombie bat would be a good idea. Like Lucille from Walking Dead. I mean, that could be something. Little pig, little pig. Right? Some of them. What do you mean, some of them? That's what you're thinking. Great mind think alike, right? Yeah. That was a good show. I think I'm still missing the last season of it. Still think I'm missing the last season. I'm gonna have to look up on that. I am doing well. I am in the workshop and making a mess. What's not to like? Thank you for asking. You stopped watching after Andrew left? Andrew? Who is Andrew? I am from Denmark, Kevin. Denmark, yes. Who's Andrew? So I got 2 more millimeters to go there, 2 here, and 1.5 here. Right. Rick. Oh, yeah, but didn't he? I don't know. Is he coming back? I don't know. I mean, it's the season after the bridge blew up where he were. I'm not gonna destroy the plot for you or anything, but there's a lot of feeling that he will come back, and he's not dead. But again, we don't know because nothing is revealed. A lot of things pointing that way. Illinois, alright. That's a bit early for you over there, isn't it? What it's like 1 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it's about 7 in the morning, isn't it? 7:30. There you go, 6:20. How he wouldn't go looking for his daughter after being wounded? Yeah, AM. Here in Europe, we don't say AM or PM. Until 12 o'clock, it's just standard, like you say, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And after 12, 1 PM is 13. I think you call that military time. So that would be 13, and 2 o'clock is 14. And so on and so forth. And 8 o'clock PM is 20. So yeah, that's how we do it. I have a wire going down my neck and it's kind of annoying me right now. It's normally about this time that the Americans start to come into the stream. So that's spot on right there, spot on right there, and here I need to take off a bit more. So now I think I can see that it's from about here. Yeah, I know. Yep. But it does make sense, at least for us Europeans. It's what we're used to. Well, the British does sometimes, well, do AM, PM as well. But the rest of the world. But the British also have some what kind of stain do I use? I don't use stains, I use colours. Now the difference from stain and colours is the pigments. Right. So the colours that I use are water based from Hampshire Sheen. And I like those because the water based colours, I can blend them together if I wanted to. They don't dry up that fast, which is a good thing. So yeah, that's the thing I use. It's called the Intrinsic Colour Collection from Hampshire Sheen, a British company. So let's just get the 240 and be done with this. I don't stain wood like you would think. I colour it and paint it to, because I don't make furniture and stuff like that. So that's why I don't need it. But if I were to make furniture and need a huge amount, I will buy proper stains. Right, so let's see. Let's see. So the next couple of pieces that I'm gonna make are bigger. So that's where I'm gonna need the gauge. To get it proper. So let's try that, see if I probably need to move the tool rest a little bit. There we go. So let's just start that out a little bit slow, pick up a little bit of speed, see how fast we can go without the lathe starting to wobble. So that's about there. Should be about 1000 RPMs, which is kind of good. And where did I put my tool? What's it doing over here? Alright, so let's try this. Now the more material I remove, the more I can speed up my lathe. Now I have a lot of extra material to work with here, so I could just scoop out my arms like this. As soon as I get close to the final diameter, I'm going to have to walk in forth and back. So let's see if we can get a bit more speed on this now. There we go. It's real balanced. It's a couple of thousand RPMs in that range, which is perfectly good for spit and turning like this. The more manuals lathe, they don't make them like they used to. Hello Castle Butter. I have one of those, not manual, not what I have one that used to be a manual lathe, but it's been converted to an electric one. It was given to me by my grandfather, and was my first lathe, and I used that for a year until I decided to retire that, because it's it was just not happy with the use that it got, because it like deteriorated too fast, and I wanted to save it. So I dismantle it and put it to the side. I still have it. I will never get rid of it because I love it, and it was my grandfather's, and it was his grandfather, so it got a bit of history. It's getting close to 150 years old now. I think I found a manual for it from 1885. So yeah, it's getting up there. So in my opinion, it's at least 130 years old. Could be 140. I don't know for sure. But yeah, why stay in the Stone Age when technology has come a long way? That's what I mean. It's my opinion. But another thing is, if what you have works, don't change it. It's incredible how well this tool holds an edge. It's just kind of ridiculous. I know it's just a small and I could probably pick up another tool. I just think it's so satisfying to use this. So I'm going to reduce this and make a nice clean cut. with 240, and then it's job done. And burnish the backs, the table like this. Spider-Man 2.0. Hello. I'm going to save you all from watching the CNC work, because that's just going to be boring, even more boring than this. I promise you, I will make something a little bit more interesting in a little while.
Cheers, everybody, if you're still here.
Right, so let's go. I should probably just sharpen this tool a little bit, even though so I just need this to go on here. Now this is the tri-sack belt. It's a 600 grit tri-sack belt, and it does a superb job of making a really nice edge on this tool. I mean, you can't really beat that, right? There's no beating that edge. Look how shiny that is. Just for that little bit of turning. Not turning, I mean sharpening there. Okay, so let's try that again. Now, from all the machines I've tried using for sharpening, I'm most impressed with the rubber sorting drill edge. I'm not sponsored. No one paid me to say anything nice about it, and I bought that machine with my own money. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it. It does really well. I should probably ask them if they want to sponsor me. I mean, that would be great. Send me over a couple of diamond belts and whatnot. But then I will not be able to. Well, I still want to say my honest opinion on everything. Sponsor or no sponsor. Yep. Let's get some speed up here on this thing. Move some material. So my mask is making noise. Why? Let me see. Filter. Right. Now it's getting close to the time that I should really replace the filter. But for now, I'm going to clean the pre-filter. But you can do that easily with just a compressor. But not the main filter should not be cleaned with a compressed air, because that will ruin the filter itself and it would not be effective. So you should not do that. Right, Okay, so that's about it. Sanding time. I mean, it's getting quicker. That sound, if you can hear that. So that's kind of funny. So that's right. Just get a new set of sandpaper in because it's been a little bit. Let's get to 180. And a little bit of 240. Oh, that's some of the old Ibuku stuff that, you know, may you rest in peace, old Ibuku. It's bankrupt. Ibuku is a German company that makes abrasive stuff like sandpaper and whatnot, and they've been in business for many years. And they had a generation change that the daughter took over. And one of the first things she did was sell all the machineries and start leasing them. And also she fired a lot of the old the people that have been there longest, and so all the knowledge and know-how vanished within a few years. And also she hired friends for key positions in the company. And it didn't take more than 5 years for that company to go bankrupt. And that's a really good example of what you should not do. So yeah, if you want to have a good company, hire people based on their skills, not off their allegiance to you. And if you own machinery, don't sell them and start leasing them. Don't fire the people that's been there longest because they're the most expensive. They've been there the longest because they are really good at what they do and they know a lot. And as long as you don't have that know-how, you will get in trouble. You should not eat shit. No, that's true. I would recommend not to do that. I would recommend not doing that. Unless you are I think it's a rabbit, isn't it? Rabbit or hamster, they do that. Because they reduce the nutrients. So they when the first time stuff passes through them, they cannot get all the nutrients out. So they eat it again. I believe that's hamster and rabbits. To might benefit from the nutrients they're left behind. But yes, as a human, I would not recommend that. Even corn doesn't go through whole, even though it looks like it. All the nutrients has been taken out of the corn, so it's essentially hollow. So yeah, that's a little known fact that some people don't know, that you actually digest corn. Well, there you go. Do 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 do. So let's see. This is also a really good way to get rid of hard skin on your hands. Just do spindle turning, and you see it's getting really nice. Red Kevin, Red Do, Joe Lowe's. Red Kevin was here earlier. I believe he was the guy who donated £20. It was really nice of him. Okay, so there it is. So who is still here? Michael, are you here? Axel? The old guard? We're almost done with these table legs. Promise you. Gonna make a few grinders. I'm gonna make 4 grinders. Well, I'm gonna try to make 4 grinders. Either that or 2 balls, or 4 grinders and 2 balls. And I should at least make 2 grinders because I need to put them into the. Or we can. This is a really good idea. What do you guys think about streaming tomorrow? Right? That's a good idea. We can stream tomorrow. Because it's a holiday here in Denmark. So I have the day off. So I can stream. It's either stream or I'm gonna sit on my flat ass and play Diablo 4. And I think I'd rather go stream, to be honest. Even though Diablo 4 is kind of enticing. Well, I can do that all night if I want to. Righto. It's nice. It's a nice table leg. Alright. Any of you guys play any video games? Anyone play Diablo or any Blizzard games? Because I'm a huge Blizzard fan, and I've been that basically my whole life. Ever since I started playing video games, actually. It all started with Diablo 1, of course, and I played that so much that I used to know all the dialogues by heart, and that was back then, before the real internet. Yeah. Also, I am older than Google, so that's another fun fact, really. And some people start going, oh, well, actually, I'm older than Google, so there's that. Google was founded in 1998. So if you're more than 27 years old, hey Benjamin, Ragnar. I'm no Ragnar. But hello to you, sir. How are you? Benjamin. What's your real name, Benjamin? What's your real name? Is this Benjamin? Of course, you don't have to share, but because Benjamin is a beautiful name, right? Ben? Okay. Yeah, people call me Ben as well, but my name is Benjamin. That's why it's kind of fun. Well, nobody here in Denmark called me Ben. Everybody called me Benjamin here. But as soon as you're not Danish or from an English-talking country, everybody called me Ben as well. So yeah. But what's cool, Ben? You play music. Is that why you call yourself Benjamin? Why does Martin call you Benjamin? Benjamin. I don't know. Does he? M-I-N is the Danish word for mine, or my. So I don't know. Are we talking about Martin from Hampshire? Or which Martin are we talking about? Yep. Does he? I don't know. Are you a member of my Woodturning club? It's not my club. Are you a member of the Woodturning 360? Because I mean, that's probably the only time that you talk to me in public like that. The Danish way of saying it is Benjamin. Benjamin is the Danish way, but no. Doesn't matter. Yeah. It's an awesome club, that's for sure. That is for sure. I kind of miss the a lot of the meetings, even though I would like to participate. I just forget to join on the day. Yeah, actually, you should. Have you joined that club yet? I think it's be something for you. I know we talked about it. AK Woodturner Axel. So I don't know if he gotten around to it yet. I know the meeting's a little bit late for him. He is 13, and being up that late for a school night could probably be an issue. So I would understand if you didn't join. Alright, so what do you guys think? Should we wrap this up and continue tomorrow? Or should we keep going?
I mean, we can do a quick little ball, just for fun. Just because, really. I have a rough turn ball that I can do, or I can do. I need to make 2 of these. Let me just get them and show you. Right. I need to make 2 of this little thing, and they are for salt and pepper grinders to stand on the table. I made this and this one a long time ago. I don't know how many years, but many years ago. And the customer came back and said he wanted 2 more sets. So yes, of course I will do that. They're like a little bit too big for this grinder, but it should be fine. But I'm just gonna I need to make 2 more sets of this. 2 salt and 2 peppers. But it's a nice little design, I think. And of course with the cross grind, I think there's some peppers in here. Here they are. Yeah. I think we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to make 2 sets of salt and pepper and 2 balls, and we're going to do that tomorrow. What you guys think? I think that would be a good idea. Right, so let's see. So I still have like an hour or 2 to do the CNC work. And well, it took longer than I wanted with those legs, turn them. But it is what it is, really. But yeah, I'm gonna set up the CNC and router out some bits on the legs, because he wants to. Right, I need to create a flat spot just about here. So I'm just going to stack them on the CNC side by side and clamp them, and just take a flattening bit and just go all of them. That should be easy enough. But yeah, so I can do that. But yeah, also someone needs to clean this mess up. So it's going to be it. Yeah, that's going to be it. I'm going to do that. I got another hour of work here at least. So thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for those donations today. It was awesome. I can't believe that someone will actually donate $100. That was crazy. Thank you. Another guy donated £20, which is also really cool.
my biggest donations ever, and I probably never will see anything like that again. So thank you for that so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I'll probably see you tomorrow if you've got time. We'll do those grinders tomorrow. Treat the world as you want the world to treat you, and all will be well. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.